Alright, Rick Wallerkane here again. So who's up for some more blind bag madness? Tell you who is. I is. Got a couple of different things again this time. And some that become scarily familiar. Here's the little selection we've got in front of us. Let's see what we can make of them. Shift them off to the side for the moment till we're ready. Another slime pot, as I'm sure you guessed by this. Strangely, we've got some Ben 10 Alien Force marbz. Play, swap, risk, win. 360 to collect. 5 marbz, game card inside. So I think they're just marbles. So yeah, Ben 10 marbles, 85 plus. Should be interesting. Start with them, shall we? Come to the slime pod after that. Okay, as I've said before in these videos, don't know my Ben 10 from Adam. Ah, that's cool though. Right. We've got a couple of games you can play on the back. You've got 1 to 360 points. Got a weird point system that I'm not sure I understand. But yeah, whatever's going on there as well. Random little card. Let's have a look at the marbz. Aha! I understand it now. You've got a super number, which is 22 for this big fella. And you've got points, which are 4. Okay, so interesting. Don't know what that monster thing is. Looks like it's some squid-faced abomination with a sword. And there's some sort of glowing shield. Is our little thing. Oh, it's a cool big marble, that one. On to the little ones. Oh, I know this fella. He's Kevin Levin. Or Kevin 11. Wow, I see what they did there. He's worth 10 points. Which makes him worth more than the big one. And his number is 211. Which is strange. There's another Kevin Levin from another point of view. 196, worth 4 points. It's a nice shiny blue. I like the blue. I might try and rub the actual pictures off and just keep them as marbles. A mint green with some sort of weird armour face on it. Number 184, worth 5 points. And your classic glowing green marble. With some sort of ancient lizard face thing on it. No idea, but looks kind of cool. Number 136, 8 points. Or in other words, our clear is worth the most points. Yeah. Fun things, they're marbles. What do you expect? If you can decode the game, then yay, good. If you can't decode the game, yeah, they're marbles. What do you expect? Play with them like you play with marbles. What I tend to do with marbles is lose them. Though many people will tell you I lost my marbles a long time ago. Moving on. Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo, these things are a real bitch to try and get open. Once you got through the first level, done it, yay! Oh no, there's another layer of sticky stuff underneath. Let's see if we can't get through there with our trusty knife. It's no bloody wonder that every kid today carries a knife. They bloody need it to get into all the bloody packaging that they have on all their toys. It's not to make themselves feel safe. It's to make themselves feel like they can actually use damn things have been bought for them. There we go. Not quite perfect how you get it off, but it'll do. It's off. The lid is off. Scooby Doo logo underneath. Slime pod, glow in the dark figure. Some strange gotchi prizushi. Some sort of warning, I suppose. The warnings are in Italian, Spanish, something like that. Shouldn't be used for 0 to 3. Now, I guess that's usually the way. But yeah, we've got ourselves slime. But not just any slime. It's Scooby Doo slime pod with mini mates. So, on top of there being slime, there's also glow-in-the-dark monster. What more could you ask for than a glow-in-the-dark monster? I'll tell you what more you could ask for. A whole lot of things. £50 cash wouldn't go amiss. Yeah, really, I've mentioned this before. Really nice slime, really nice and gooey, but not runny. Really cool consistency. Nice and stretchy. Really nice slime. Big fan of slime. Whoop. And this slime's good slime. Perfect for displaying with any other action figures you've got. And again, slime, all your slime needs, this will fulfill. I realise I probably just shook the camera to buggery then, but never mind. Yeah. Oh, smells nice. Right, pop the slime away before it gets too messy. Though, as I say, the consistency is good. Doesn't seem to leave much trace. Really nice, but really nice design that. The mini mate. Bit of slime caught in the small areas here, which is a shame. But yeah, really cool looking figure. Translucent, glow in the darky stuff, so it doesn't quite look like it jumped out of the cartoon, but the design does. It looks like it should have. If you had it in its original colours, it would have jumped right out of the TV screen, which growing up I would have loved. If these were out when I were a lad. I feel old every time I say that, and I'm saying that more and more these days, but when I were a lad, if these were out, I would have absolutely loved these. I mean, as it is today, no, the arms articulate, do the legs? Legs do not. Tail does though. Not sure it's supposed to, because it looks like it's actually cracking the plastic, which is a shame. But the arms articulate, which is nice. Looks like there might be some slime caught within it as well. Not sure if it's meant to have that there. But yeah, as I say, if these were out when I were a lad, I would have loved these. As it is today, I can still tell you, this is the Beast from Bottomless Lake. One of my favourite episodes, actually. So it's cool having this figure, especially in these translucent colours. This hand seems to be slightly on wrong, but that might just be me. Can't remember who the monster turned out to be. I can remember who it was, I just can't remember her name. But yeah, cool little monster. Really like that. Let's pop that back into the slime. Let it ooze around it. Lock it back up. Right, now we've done the slime and the marbles, got the messy stuff out the way, back onto more familiar territory. In this case, Monsters vs Zombies. Reduced in Tesco at the minute, so I bought 2 packs. Hopefully we're not just going to get the same ones that we always get, but it's Monsters vs Zombies. Let's see. Oh, we haven't got the one we always get, because a piece has just flown out. May as well put it out here now. Oh, we've got the Fly. What's he called on the actual sheet? The Fly. Excellent. They've actually managed to get the real name. Dracula, of course, is just known as Vampire. And, yeah. But this is a cool looking figure. We'll have a look at that sheet in a minute, or on the next one. This one's got wings. Just pop on top of the neck piece, pop the head on there. We've got the professor that has turned himself into a fly. His genetics have been crossed, and he has turned into a giant monster fly person. Right, articulation wise, legs move forward, backwards. Won't go very far back because of his lab coat, but hey, what do you expect? He's wearing a lab coat. Arms articulate. Wings, static piece, essentially like a cape on other figures. Head turns, though because of the large insected jaws, it does push up on the neck a little bit if you want it to look round. Waist does not articulate very easily at all, again because of the lab coat. But I like that. I like that a lot, and I am so glad I picked that figure up. Done well with that one. Loving that one. There's some really cool figures in this line, and that is definitely one of them. I love the fact that I've got that one. Let's open the other one. Let's see if we can get the crib sheet out this time without a spoiler of what we've got, what else we've got to come. There we go. Let's have a look at it this time. I know I said I'd look at the other one, but I'm looking at this one instead. Other characters available. Playsets with slime. It looks the same sort of slime as you get in the slime pod as well, which is nice, because that's really nice slime. Really like that. Going to pick up one of these sets one of these days, because I do think they look good. Possibly Laboratory of Doom or Crypt of Terror, because they look the best. But they're also the most expensive, so we shall see. Again, let's have a quick glance here again at the characters available. Fly, Vampire, Frankenstein's Monster, the Invisible Man, Lagoon Creature, which I've got about 17 of, Wolfman, Zombie Skeleton, Zombie Policeman, Zombie Half Decayed, Zombie Cheerleader, Zombie Construction Worker, and Zombie Businessman. Personally, I really want the Zombie Cheerleader, but I've already had one ultra rare. I think it might be a bit much hope for two in this collection. We shall see. Yes, it is. We've got the werewolf. Already had a werewolf, but only one, and the werewolf is very cool. I'm a big fan of the werewolf figure as well. Again, struggle to articulate the head because of the neck piece and the design of the head which overhangs, but got the waist articulation on this one. Arm movements. Legs. Really cool figure. The Fly and the Wolfman. Nice combination. I'm not complaining about that, even though I've had the Wolfman before. I really like that, and this Wolfman's not wanting to stand up, which is a shame. Usually these are really easy to stand up. Okay, let's move on to Deadly 60. Deadly 60 is another guilty one for giving us far too many swaps. So, let's have a look, see how we've done this time. I really like the Deadly 60 line, and I hope they bring out a series 2 of these, because I would love to get some more that aren't just the same animals over and over. See, oh! Speaking of things that aren't just the same animals over and over, we've got a man. We've got... I don't know what his name is, I can't remember his name. Presumably it's the host of the show. In a blue jumper. Steve, blue waterproof jacket. And he comes with a huge mobile phone. Or is it a walkie-talkie? It's a walkie-talkie. I'm going to say it's a walkie-talkie. Either that or he's still got his phone from the 80s. It's so big it won't actually clip into his hand, which There we go. That's got it. What we're seeing here is a giant fly and a werewolf. Ah! Okay, blue waterproof jacket. Steve's deadly fact. Essential gear to keep sea spray and wind out when speeding across bumpy seas in search of great white sharks. I often have a radio with me. Told you it was a walkie-talkie. It's actually a radio, I suppose, but still, same difference. For keeping in touch with the film crew trailing along behind. Deadly rating, 5. Nice to get a different figure, and it's nice to get a different man. It actually gives you a nice scale comparison, man versus werewolf. You can see he looks a touch bigger. Same with the fly. Articulation same as on the others. Legs forward backwards, arms forward backwards, waist swivel, head turn. And a radio that I can barely hold on to. That's slight bad design, but never mind. Right, onwards to Doctor Who. We've seen the end of Series 5 now, and this is probably the end of Series 2 in terms of these figures, these micro figures. Still picking them up in cheap in shops, so I'm still buying them. There's the other figures available, nice selection. Still want the vampire of this set as well. Wouldn't mind Rory, but I think I've got Series 3 Rory, so I'm not that bothered. Would love Amy Pond in police uniform. Yeah, other than that, I think I've got most of them. Rory, Amy, got River from the next series anyway, so that's not an issue. And the vampire. So yeah, 4 that I still want from this. 5 that I want from this, because we've got a Dalek. Now, as I'm sure some of you know, Daleks are the big bads for the series, or one of the big bads. How does this fit together? How does this go here? So I'm going to have to have a look at the photo. This one's slightly more complicated to put together. And I'm having to assume I've got all the pieces. Aha! That goes on there. This goes on there. Next we come in with this little bit, which I assume goes that way around. Yeah, it does. That fits on top there. And that fits on top there. We've got our Dalek made now. Plunger goes in this side. Laser pistol goes in this side. The eye stalk goes up there. There we go. This took a little bit more putting together than the others, which is nice. It's good to see that it's not all just simple click and click. Only articulation on the Dalek is the head turns. I suppose you can spin. No, you can just about spin the gun as well. Same with the plunger and the eye stalk. But why would you want to? Just get in position looking cool. And we've got ourselves our first white Dalek. Dalek the Supreme, as it's called on here. But yeah, no articulated legs, because of course no legs. Scary Dalek. Pushes around nicely, falls over. But yeah, nice and cool. Would have liked these coloured in, but yeah, kind of everything. Nice sticker on the back. Nice Lego piece at the bottom. No display base with this one. Which, shame, but yeah, it's a big old Dalek. Where are you going to put the display base? You can point out there's 2 pegs at the bottom of this and 3 bricks here that don't quite fit. You have to actually slot the holes between the pegs, which seems bizarre, but is the only way it works. So as you can see from the bottom, there's 6 gaps. Be able to plug it onto any Lego or character building or whatever other Lego rip-off set you've got. So yeah, looking cool with that one. Ready to exterminate all and sundry. Next up, another new random thing that we haven't had before. Saw this in Poundland. Decided, yeah, why not? Predasaur's DNA Fusion. Find all 25 unique fusions. Glow-in-the-dark teeth. Metallic coloured weapon. www.predasaurs.com. Not for 0 to 3s. Find the rare Vulturex, the ultimate Predasaur. I assume that's that one. Includes 1 micro Predasaur and 1 weapon, 1 trading card and 1 brochure. Discover all unique DNA fusions. Interesting. We shall see what it's like. Copyright 2012, so they're from last year. Probably why they've ended up in Poundland. Either that or because they're crap. Probably both. Okay, you get a couple of cards there. Or is that the brochure? This will be the brochure. Oh, it gives you the story. DNA Origin, DNA Origin 2. Tribal metallic weapon, glow-in-the-dark teeth, tells you all about it. Game rules. Predasaur battle. There's your different types. You've got your Triassic tribe, your Jurassic tribe, and your Crete. I can't even say that one. And the other one. Yeah, they've all got weird names, interesting things next to them, probably explained in the rules. DNA Origin 1 and DNA Origin 2 gives you how much the points. Let's pop this big fella out, or this little fella out. Okay, it makes it sound like the weapon was removable. It is not. The mouth does not articulate. Tail looks like it could, but no, that doesn't articulate either. Just a little static figure. It is the cool Predasaur's DNA fusion thing logo on the back. Tyrannosaurus. Volcano. What does this mean? Tribe. Okay, it's not one of the tribes it suggests. Yeah, this is not one of these. Okay, where is he? Okay, I've got one that doesn't exist. This seems bizarre and unexpected. Is it the Revel? Oh! Oh, I've done well. I realise now. This is actually Vulturex. This is the rare Vulturex number 25, the mightiest Predasaur of them all. I've actually managed to find the ultra rare. Not quite sure how I've managed that. Looks like it's 50% Stegosaurus, 50% Tyrannosaurus Rex. The Vultar volcano is this legendary warrior's territory. As the most powerful Predasaur on the island, all tribes respect and fear its might and its unique weapon. 6.2 meters high, number 25. Nice. So, how do you play the game? Each player starts with the same number of cards. The first player places a card facing up in the middle and challenges the other predators or fight. The challenger can choose any dinosaur tribe to battle, besides the one displayed on his own card. The player calls out the attack type, weapon, bite, claw or armour. The opponent has to respond with a card from the challenged tribe and the same type of attack. The player with the highest score wins, essentially top trumps. If the score is tied, you take back your card. Game continues to one player has only one card left. There's no cards left. Blah de blah. Yeah. Have a look at the story later. Maybe do a follow-up video if I decide it's worth it. But I'm well impressed that I actually managed to pick up the rare in my first go. Yeah, looks cool. Looks like a nice little monster thing. Finally, we've got the HM Armed Forces figures. Series 3, we had a look at one of these last time. Enjoyed it so much I decided to get another one. Despite the fact that, you know, really not exactly into the armies. Oh, looks like we've got someone from the Royal Navy this time. Of course, last time we got the Red Arrow pilot. Have a look at the Royal Navy. We've got Royal Navy Fleet Protection Boarding Party, Royal Navy Chief Petty Officer, Marine Engineering, Royal Marines Commando, Arctic Patrol. I hope we get that one, but probably not. Royal Navy Search and Rescue Winchman. That's an interesting selection. We shall see. I really would have liked the Army Household Cavalry Soldier, but we're not going to get that. Let's have a look what we did get. We got... What did we get? Royal Navy Fleet Protection Boarding Party. Well, you can just about make out the details on that photo, but in the figure it looks really impressive. Oh, and interestingly enough, we actually get a weapon with this fella. Unlike the RAF Red Arrows pilot, his glasses are non-removable, they're just painted onto the helmet. But that's okay, and it's all just a black plastic with white lines painted on, which are really nice details though. But again, I'm not complaining about that because it does look cool. And we get a nice funky little figure stand, which I always like. In the shape of a boat this one has, it's the Navy, go figure. And you get a tiny little gun. Now I'm a big fan of these when they come with accessories. So I like that. I think that looks really cool. Here we go, we've got Royal Navy Boarding Party trying to hunt some of these monsters, but I wouldn't recommend it. They're just going to destroy him. Exterminate, dead. Bite, dead. Bite, dead. Or worse, werewolf. The only one he's got a chance against is the fly. And that's only because he can shoot him down before he can swoop in and grab him and kill him. But he's a scientist, so he wouldn't do that. Even if he has been driven mad by being transformed into a fly. I always think with these Monsters vs Zombies figures, it always reminds me of the Monsters vs Aliens film. And I really want to believe that they're very much like that. That's the whole plot of it. But we shall see as we go along. Yeah, nice selection of figures. Like the Goo Pod. Marbles were a bit pointless, but I get to do jokes about losing my marbles in the description. What do you expect? Pop them back down on there. So yeah, cool selection. Done really well today. Only one swap, and even that is a cool figure. So I'm not complaining. I'm a happy bunny. So until next time, silly.